Welcome to Rise Within Channel. I'm glad you're here. What you're about to hear is not just content, it's a conversation. A life lesson, one that might quietly shift something inside you if you allow it to. So wherever you are right now, pause for a moment. Listen closely. Let's begin. Episode 12, Everything Changes When You Change the Story You Tell Yourself. There are two people who can go through the exact same experience, the same rejection, the same loss, the same failure, and yet walk away with completely different lives, not because of what happened to them, but because of the story they told themselves about it. One person says, "This is proof I'm not good enough." The other says, "This is part of my growth, this is not the end." Same reality, different meaning, different future, and history has shown this pattern again and again. There was a man who failed in business, lost elections, faced deep personal struggles, and experienced setbacks that would have stopped most people. At any point, he could have said, "My life is proof that I am not meant to succeed." But he didn't. He told himself a different story. "This is preparing me." That man was Abraham Lincoln, and that story changed history, because the most powerful thing you will ever change in your life is not your circumstances. It is your narrative. Part 1, the story that runs everything. Every human being is living inside a story. A story about who they are, what they deserve, what is possible for them, and what kind of world they believe they live in. But this story was not consciously written. It was built slowly from childhood experiences, from the words people spoke over you, from moments that shaped how you see yourself. A teacher's comment, a failure that stayed with you, a moment you felt rejected. Piece by piece, the story formed, and over time it stopped feeling like a story. It started feeling like truth, like, "This is just who I am." But it is not truth, it is interpretation, and interpretations can change. There was a young boy who struggled in school. His teachers thought he wasn't capable. He didn't fit the system. He could have accepted that story, but instead he stayed curious. He questioned everything. That boy became Albert Einstein. The world didn't change first. His story did. Part 2, the stories that hold you back. The most limiting stories are not loud. They are quiet. They sound reasonable. "I'm not that kind of person. I always mess things up. It's too late for me. People like me don't succeed." And because they sound logical, you believe them. You live inside them. But here's the truth. Those are not facts. They are conclusions, and conclusions can be rewritten. Your mind is constantly collecting evidence. Tell it you are a failure, and it will show you every moment that confirms it. But tell it something different. "I am someone who learns. I am someone who finds a way." And suddenly you start seeing opportunities, strength, possibility, things that were always there but invisible to your old story. There was a woman who faced rejection after rejection. Her work was turned down multiple times. She struggled financially and came close to giving up. She could have said, "This is proof I failed." But she didn't. She told herself, "This is part of the process." That woman was J.K. Rowling, and the story she chose created a world that inspired millions. Part 3, how to rewrite the narrative. Rewriting your story is not about lying to yourself. It's not about ignoring reality. It's about choosing a meaning that gives you power, because the facts may not change, but the meaning always can. You can look at your past and say, "It broke me," or "It built me." You can look at failure and say, "This defines me," or "This teaches me." Both are true, but only one creates a future. So begin here. Take one story you've been telling yourself, write it down, look at it clearly, and ask, is this the only way to see this? Or is there another interpretation, one that opens a door instead of closing one? Because the moment you change the meaning, you change direction. Part 4, the new story. The new story does not need to be perfect. It does not need to remove struggle or doubt. It only needs one thing: you as the author, not the victim, not the observer, the author, someone who decides, "This is not where my story ends." So write it, even if it's just one sentence. "This is who I am becoming." Repeat it, live it, and slowly it becomes real. We are going to the closing. You have been living inside a story. Some of it was written by you. Some of it was written by experiences, people, and environments that never asked what was best for you. But today, you can take the pen back, not to erase your past, but to redefine it, because what it means will shape everything. Your courage, your decisions, your future, everything changes when you change the story you tell yourself. Before you go, carry this with you. You are not your past. You are the meaning you give to it, and that meaning is yours to choose. Until next time, keep rising.
Please subscribe to my channel and leave a comment. We can grow together.